Should Christians believe in purgatory? Now, purgatory is a mainly Catholic doctrine. There might be some Orthodox people that believe in it. I'm not entirely sure, but most people that believe in it are Catholic. The question is, what is it, and should Christians believe in it? So, essentially, it is a place of atonement. It's not for people who are not saved. It's for people who are somewhat saved. I think the Catholic doctrine is that if you die in a state of mortal sin, you will go to hell. But if you die in a state of venial sin, you will go to purgatory, and you have to atone there for a time. Some Catholics would say, I think the majority would say it's like a metaphysical place, although it may be physical. You have to atone there for a portion of time, and then you will be cleansed and purified and go to heaven. So that's kind of the brief synopsis of it. I'll probably do a video on a longer format in order to go into more detail. That's kind of the brief run through of it. So the question is, should Christians believe in it, and is it biblical? Well, you won't find it in the Bible. that's the first point. And in fairness, there are things that are not in the Bible that most Christians believe, such as the Trinity or even the rapture. The difference would be in the case of like the rapture, that is somewhat in the Bible. The word rapture itself is not in the Bible, but it's via translation. It gets in there. And then in the case of the Trinity, it is not in the Bible, but it is heavily alluded to. And it is kind of a term that describes what we see in Scripture. So that is vastly different than purgatory, right? Purgatory is, Catholics will present many scriptures that defend it or suggest it. However, I would say a lot of them lack proper context. I encourage people, when they hear arguments, whether it's purgatory or whatever, and people cite scripture, read a couple verses before, read a couple verses after, read the whole book, read the whole chapter, read the whole book, read the whole Bible. And if there's any point of contention, any point of disagreement with the broader context, then that probably isn't a proper interpretation. And so I think that is the case with purgatory. A lot of the verses you will see that Catholics will provide, I encourage you to read the broader context. And what you'll find is maybe their interpretation isn't exactly accurate. Now, in terms of the concept, I think the Bible is pretty clear that the only way to salvation is through Jesus. And my problem with purgatory is that it undervalues that. It says, well, Jesus plus. And that's the big problem, is that it's Jesus plus what we do. And that's why I think Christians probably should not believe in purgatory and just believe in Jesus at the end of the day, right? That's what's important.